Hi there, this is a piece of audio content that is only available in full over at patreon.com/Elwood City Limits. We wanted to give you a little bit of a preview to show you what you might be missing out on. You can join us for as little as $1 under the pay what you want model at patreon.com/Elwood City Limits and get access to over dozens of hours of content, including every episode of For the Kids, a PBS Kids podcast. We appreciate you listening, whether you're a patron or whether you're listening on the free feed. You're under no obligation to join, and thank you very much for checking out this preview. But if you'd like to know what these episodes and extra content sounds like, here's a little bit of a sneak peek. This is one of my favorite parts of doing this because, Lucas, I get to throw out some names of cartoons that would have been around, that were around for when I was little, were around for when you were even more little, and I want to see if they spring up any memories, all right?
Okay.
The Butt Ugly Martians.
Oh, what a way to start. Unfortunately, I do. In fact, I wish I could forget about the Butt Ugly Martians.
Well, there you go. Voltron: The Third Dimension. Do you have any? Do you know about this Voltron CGI show?
No, I don't think I do.
I remember it was on here where we are in Canada. It was on on like a typical Saturday. It was on before Fox Kids started, so it was on at like 7 a.m. or something.
This looks insane. This is like I gotta look this up. This is like reboot quality animation. Whoa.
And I thought it looked super cool. That's actually the first place where I heard of Voltron. So
really,
yeah, really.
The first time I heard of Voltron was, if Wu-Tang Clan Voltron jizzes the head.
Some other shows that they worked on: Horrible Histories, which I'm not too familiar with.
No, me neither.
The 2002 remake of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
Was that also 3D CGI?
I don't think so. I think that was more traditionally animated.
Oh, I've watched that show.
Okay. The Bratz cartoon.
Oh, classic.
Code Lyoko, which is the French cartoon that's meant to look like anime.
Yes, of course I remember Code Lyoko.
They're also behind Norm of the North, which is a very infamous CGI animated direct-to-DVD movie.
I am familiar with the Twitter account.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Anyway, they're known for a lot of different things. The company is now known as Splash Entertainment. That was some of the things that they would have been involved with around this time. I also wanted to note a couple things here. The show is also co-executive produced by a guy named Bill Schultz, who worked on many 80s and 90s cartoons as a producer, including nearly every Film Roman production. So when I say Film Roman, we're talking about cartoons like The Critic, Garfield and Friends,
Whoa.
The Twisted Tales of Felix the Cat, Tom and
God.
Jerry the Movie. Film Roman was everywhere in the 80s and 90s, and this guy, Bill Schultz, worked on pretty much all of their cartoons. And a personal connection here. Now, I say personal connection not because I know anybody, but because I don't think anybody else will care about this but me. Mike Young also worked on both the Fireman Sam stop-motion show. So Fireman Sam was like an also ran to Postman Pat. Kind of like a contemporary. If you're familiar with the Postman Pat stop-motion show.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember Postman Pat. Unlike, I don't want to cannibalize our review, but unlike the theme song to Jakers, Postman Pat, banger of a theme song.
Yeah. And you know what? Fireman Sam, I would say just as good. I'm going to put that in the Discord this week, and we can discuss. Also behind, so this is really for nobody else but me. There was a direct-to-video cartoon that came out in 1991 of The Little Engine That Could. I had that on VHS, and I played the crap out of it. And so Mike Young was involved with that. And that little cartoon, it's not great or anything, but it's very special to me. So that was a cool connection to make. So they all came together to make Jakers. The show ran for 3 seasons of 52 episodes from September 2003 to January 2007. Ran on PBS Kids, obviously. In the UK, it was on CBBC and CBeebies. And it was on Australia, and of course, it's native Ireland. And the reruns went on PBS Kids until 2008. If you can believe it, Lucas, this is the first cartoon show to be broadcasted in high definition.
Really? Mm-hmm. I'm looking at this. I don't know if, and we're behind the paywall, so we can talk about this. I don't know if this 480p rip on Dailymotion is doing it justice.
Probably not.
But it does not look like the most HD thing I've ever seen.
No, you wouldn't necessarily guess so. It's an interesting distinction, and one that often goes to, like, the people who were through the gate first, not necessarily the one that did it best. I will say, though, going into this, it was interesting to know this show won a lot of awards.
Okay, that's going to do it for now, but we will see you next time on Elwood City Limits or at patreon.com/ElwoodCityLimits if you decide to join us. Thank you very much, and have a great week.